naturally you want to make the parents proud, so that causes confusion with the child. Where the parent may say, "Are you okay?" and you just saying yes because it's your parent, when really on the inside you're crying. So like she says, we all have that person on the outside that you see, but there's a person on the inside where like, this ain't really what I want to be like. So the person that you are on the inside, focus on who that person is and strive to be that person. So what you think about that?
I mean, that's 100% correct. Both of you all are correct on that. And I remember when I was younger, you think about when you're young, your imaginative powers are amazing. Like, you think, I'm going to be destined, I'm the one that's going to change the world. Like when I was young, I thought I had psychic powers and all kind of stuff going on. And as you get older, society tells you to shrink down your dreams. It tells you to shrink down your vision. It says, okay, now I want you to take what you thought and I want you to put into this box, and I want you to pick an option of what you should be. So pick scientist, policeman, fireman, lawyer, engineer, one of these different things that society is narrating for you to pick. Now, your imagination can't fit in a box. Your imagination is anything. It's imagination is more powerful than knowledge, because you can imagine something that doesn't exist and then you can create that. And so a person can think in their brain, you say, "Mommy, I just want to change the whole world." And then you might tell that, "Come on now, do something realistic. Pick one of these jobs." You know what I mean? Because they're thinking based on their imagination. They're thinking based on their paradigm. You know what I mean? Like, we're broke, we don't have this. So a lot of people call them children kids, right? And then kid is a baby goat, and they use goats for sacrifice. And I think that a lot of people are using their children as a sacrifice so that they can try to get their dreams pushed through them. And what I look at it is I don't ever want to be realistic. I don't ever want to do something that fits inside a box. And when we look at the emergent paradigms and we look at evidence of the contrary of what they said was possible based on what we're doing now, we can see that those dreams that we had as children can be fulfilled with our execution as adults. But if you continue to allow that child to dream, they continue to do things beyond the borders, of what society tells you is possible. So today we create our own jobs. We create our own businesses. We go around shifting the paradigm. We go around changing the world. But 70 to 99% of the jobs, or 90% of the jobs rather, are not created yet. You know what I mean? Which means that these children today are going to have an understanding and an imagination to try to create the jobs that are going to exist in a new economy, especially when things are becoming automated by technology and the jobs that currently exist will be done by machines. So you're robbing your children of their faculty to produce their own, jobs and create their own businesses by telling them to pick a box. They say the moment you become educated is also the moment you become irrelevant, because things are changing so much that when you get your education, things are surpassing what you thought you knew. You understand me? So I never want to be a part of those people, some people is what I call them, where they say, well, some people can't do this. Some people can't own the business. Some people can't quit their job. Some people can't be famous, or some people can't, change the world. We are human beings, which means we all have the same limitless capacity for change and evolution and potential. But it's about the knowledge that you gain, and being a God is, force and power. So as I explain, power myself is the ability to control the phenomenon of energy, right? So the more power I have, and energy is finite. You can't produce anymore and you can't destroy it. But you can always change it, right? So the more power I have to change, whether it's in the spirit of the human being, whether it's in, the matter around me, whether it's in me being able to take my thought from my will and to manifest things into existence, the more power I have as a being. So when a child has an imagination, you want them to grow into that. You don't ever want to box that in, because that's how you get the greats. That's how you get the masters. They say skills are for insects, like specialized skills. You understand? Like, you can only do one thing. I believe in general mastery, like being a polymath, because it allows you to be in a constant state of always growing. When technology came, what happened? Our parents were like, "Oh, that ain't for me." A lot of people shunned it off because they weren't in a state of growing. They already had their box of what they was and what they wanted it to be. But if you're in a constant state of growth, whatever comes along, I don't care if I got to learn it from scratch. You're going to be a stoic in your learning, meaning that you're going to learn even when something is hard, and you're not even going to complain about it. You don't mind learning off of it. It don't always have to be based on something you already know, and you can connect the dots. You can start from scratch to learn something new and then gain mastery over that. And those are the people who have an advantage over a lot of people who just click the box and say, "I'm that thing." Those other people that said that I'm a human being. I'm just going to use my skills and talents to produce something in life. When technology comes or new opportunities come, they say, oh, I'm going to learn that. That's one thing I'm going to use. Or I'm going to learn that. That's another thing that I'm going to use. So I always say it's the year of the keys, because we have all of the tools necessary to be able to manifest whatever we want. You know, they just said that the second HIV patient was, you know, cured by a guy, even though we know Dr. Sebi was rocking that already. But when he's talking about the ability to be able to make whatever we want, come on now, we don't have any more excuses. So anything that you thought of when you was a child, you got to go back to that core a lot of times. You know what I mean? Remain childlike in your imagination and stop boxing in your potential, because you always have the ability to make it kinetic once you get that self-knowledge.
And there you have it, family. You know, I always like to say, man, if we don't know who we are, those who know who we are going to use us and just feed us crumbs. That's Brother BenX Uncensored, family. Man, I want y'all to click the link in my bio, and that's where you can find these beautiful brothers and sisters. Also, I want you guys to comment below your vision. What is your true vision? Not the vision of your mom, not the vision of your family. I want you to comment below what your vision is, and if somebody else sees your comment, they may be able to network with you and help that come into fruition. Also, family, check out the show on NFA Studios, not only www.nfastudios.com, but go to NFA Studios on Instagram and stay tuned. Assalamu alaikum, family. Hey man, I thank you for watching my video. My name is Brother BenX, family. My mission is to give life to the dead, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that will raise us up from the condition that we've been in. I have a request for you all. If you would like to help me expand on social media, reach millions of more people, help me expand my brand, help me upgrade my quality equipment, then you can go to www.patreon.com/BrotherBenX. If you would like to see me impact more people, if you would like to see me reach more youth, go to www.patreon.com/BrotherBenX. Y'all have a blacktastic day, family. Back to the video. Peace.